Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. If today is the first time of visiting this channel, you are highly welcome. Please do well by hitting on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this simple crop top you see on the screen. And it's easy to make and it's beginner friendly. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. So I have this beautiful fabric here. It's 1 yard by 63 inches. And I have a measuring tape, I have my scissors, I have my ruler, my curved ruler, my straight ruler. So the measurements I'll be needing: the shoulder length, the bust circumference, the waist circumference, my top length, the sleeve length, around the sleeve measurement. So the shoulder I'm using for this top is 16 inches, which I'm going to divide by 2. And the bust circumference is 43 inches, which I'm going to divide by 4. And the waist circumference is 41 inches, which I'm going to divide also by 4. This fabric has a little elastic, you can see. So I'm not going to add a zipper to this top. I'm going to fold the back piece and the front piece together. To know how much fabric you have on foot, you use the highest part of your body measurement. So the highest part of the body is the bust circumference. So we are going to divide the bust circumference by 4 and add 3 inches to it. The bust divided by 4 is 10.75 plus 3 inches is going to be 13.75 because we need ease and sewing allowance. And I'm folding on the right side so that you guys will see what I'm doing. So on fold, I have 13.5 inches, which is okay. So what I'll do now is to mark a starting line, which also serves as our shoulder line. So this is our starting line. Hope you can see the line. Because of the colors are so many, you cannot see well, but hope you can see the line. So on this shoulder line, I'll be marking the length of the top, which is 19 inches plus 1 inch hemming allowance. Why I'm cutting 19 inches for the crop top. Crop top has to be short. It has to be below your waistline. But in this case, I want my own to be a bit longer. So I'm marking 20 inches. 19 inches plus 1 inch hemming allowance. So it's 20 inches. So I'm going to mark 20 inches across and then connect with my straight ruler. So I'm taking half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. So I mark 8 inches for the shoulder. And then I'll come down 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So I'll take 4 inches width for the neckline and 3 inches for the depth. That's for the front neckline. And I'll connect it like so. You can use ruler, your curved ruler to do this. So for the back neckline, we mark 2 inches and connect it to the 4 inches neck width. I'll connect from the 1 inch shoulder slope to meet the 4 inches neck point. I'll take 8 inches for the armhole depth. How do you get this 8 inches? You divide your bust by 6 and then you add 1.5 inch to it. By so doing, I got 8 inches. So this is 8 inches and I'll connect the line straight here, which is now our chest line. So on this chest line, whatever I mark for the shoulder length, I'll bring it down here, which is 8 inches. I'll mark it so that I can get a straight line for the armhole depth. Then I'll connect with my straight ruler. I'm cutting the front and the back together, so don't forget that. So on this chest line, I will indicate quarter of my bust measurement, which is 10.75. I mark, then I'll add 2 inches 1 inch for ease, 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So now I'll be creating the armhole curve. To do that, this armhole depth, which is 8 inches, you divide it into 2, which is 4 inches. Then I'll come in half an inch for the front part, and then I'll use my curve ruler to create the armhole from the shoulder line to this half inch and then to the armhole. So this is the armhole curve, and then the back armhole curve, you start from this center point to the armhole. So this is the back armhole and this is the front armhole curve. So on the shoulder, I'll mark half an inch for the joining allowance. So now we come to the waistline. Whatever you mark for the bust, you extend it to the waistline. So in all we have 13.2. So I'll extend it here. I'll connect the line to meet the waistline. So this is all. The next thing to do is to cut it out. Then I'll remove the inside one for the back bodice. Then I'll cut the front neckline, and then I'll dip in the front armhole. Then I'll cut the front neckline. I'll go ahead and cut the armhole. This is the front, you can see that, and then this is the back piece, you can see that. So what I'll do now is to cut the sleeves. It's just a free sleeves. I'll cut the 2 sleeves together. I want the sleeves to be 14, but I don't think the remaining fabric will help me. Let me measure it. The remaining fabric is 12 inches. The calf height I'm using is 5 inches, and then around armhole divided by 2, 9 inches, then 1 inch for the sewing allowance. Then I'll connect straight. Then I'll find the midpoint, 5.2 for the midpoint. Then I'll go up half an inch. Then I'll connect it to the sleeve point like this. Then I'll curve it down to meet the armhole line. So around the sleeve is 8 inches, 16 divided by 2, 8 inches, and then 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So I'll connect it like this. So I'll cut it out. So this is the sleeve, and I'll open it up and dip in the front armhole. So this is it. You can see the difference. So the sleeves are ready. I'll cut facing for the top. Let me use the piece of the fabric that remains. You can choose to use your bias to pipe the neckline, but because it's a stretchy fabric, I'm using the same fabric so that it will not be tight around the neckline. Cutting the facing for the back piece, then I'll go ahead and cut also for the front piece. So this is for the front piece. So I'll go ahead and fix the facing to the necklines. I'll start with the front piece. So I'll place it like this, and I'll stitch it. We cut off an inch. Also do the same thing to the back piece, the good side facing the good side of the facing. But after sewing the neckline, I'll go ahead and join the shoulders like this, and I'll take 1 inch to join the sides, the 2 sides. I'll take 1 inch to join the 2 sides. Then I'll also take the sleeves, and then I'll go ahead also sew with 1 inch like this on the sides. Then I'll hem it with 1 inch. Then I'll iron and come and show you the next thing to do. So guys, after sewing it, this is how it looks. You can see I fixed the neckline. I use hemming gown to hem the neckline. You know what is hemming gown is this. I joined the sides and I went ahead and ironed it neatly. So this is the front and this is the back. So these are the sleeves. I joined the sides of the sleeves. These are the 2 sleeves. and I went ahead and hemmed the down part, that's around the sleeves. So this is how the two sleeves look. So what I'm going to do next is to take the top to my machine. I'll attach the sleeves to the bodies. After attaching the sleeves to the bodies, I'll go ahead and hem the down part with 1/2 inch. Then I'll take it to my mannequin for you guys to see the finishing look. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, share my videos, comment. If you are new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, please do so by hitting on the subscribe button, and also turn your bell notification to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.